Over the past couple of years, I decided to go all in on the Origins line, and I consider myself a completionist. But the only way I can truly consider myself that is I gotta get all the different variants in the line. Now right here, folks, this to some will be considered as a variant, but it's not a variant on what I'm talking about. Reason being, Mattel released him in a 4-pack. And the variants I'm talking about is stuff Mattel don't advertise. Get that shit out of here, folks. That ain't it. Now right here, this is more of the lines of what I'm talking about. Variants like this. So where they come out with a figure, and then they bring her out again and give her new knees. But they don't advertise that she got new knees. You know what I'm saying? That right there we consider the variant. But what I'm talking about even goes farther deep down the rabbit hole than this. Now these right here, that's amazing to have on its own. You know what I mean? The only way to get this figure, you gotta get it with Castle Grayskull. But I'm gonna show you 9 different variants, starting off with Mutated Ram Man. This is the most recent one that came out. Right there, as you can see, one is translucent, while the other one ain't. You know what I mean? The one that ain't is the one they first came out with. And then recently, in the past month or so, I've been finding this translucent version out in the wild, Walmart, Amazon, BBTS. They got it everywhere. They changed the model up. Why? I don't know. They just did it. But they don't talk about that shit. And this is what I'm talking about. This is 1 out of the 9 unique variants that I have encountered. Taking off the shirt right here, you can clearly see the difference. All up in the chest, all up in the arms, you can see them goddamn joints. Look at that shit. Now, I would have rather took the variant version over the one that I got because I like a little translucentness in my figure. Right here, I want to move to the back of the figure real quick because right there on the back, that shit really stands out. Right in the back of the leg right there. You see in the caps and shit. You see that peg right there? That is the butter right there. It looks damn good. And like I said, this is 1 out of 9. Up next, we got the 2 different Ram Man figures. Now, right off the bat, they kind of look the same, but we got to get a little bit closer. You got to really inspect that armor. And when you look at that shit real close, you can see that the one on the left right here, it's got more speckles and shit, more shininess all up in it. And then right over here, this is more flat. You know what I'm saying? More of a matte, shiny finish. It's a big difference. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I see the shit. I see the shit right here. Watching this shit right on the video. You can see a big difference. Now the belt on the left looks a little bit lighter in color, but that armor is a big difference. Let me flip his ass around real quick. It stands out a lot better on the back. You see that shit right there? You see on the left-hand side, all the little glistening little speckle spots in that shit? Well, right there, that shit is flat. Hey, I don't make this shit up, man. This shit is crazy. Another thing Mattel doesn't advertise, the tramp stamps say the same shit. They just changed the mold up. But I got another one for you. Right here we got the Battle Armor He-Man with the 2 different variants in the armor. But they also got it in the boots. That boot right there, they call it the bootstraps. Why couldn't they do that on every other He-Man? I don't know. But on the other one, they left that shit out. Now right there, you got a more dull armor right there. You know what I'm saying? And then over here, it's more blinged out. It's more shiny. 2 big different things on this figure. But Mattel didn't say shit about it. You just gotta find that shit on your own. And now, I know there's some of y'all out there that's gonna be like,
But Mr. Home Arcade, you forgot about the Battle Armor He-Man that comes in the 2-pack with Battle-Cat that's all damaged up. That armor is shiny. What about him?
just like I said in the beginning of the video with the Snake Armor He-Man, his ass don't count. That is one that they advertised and they sold on a different card. Get his ass out of here. This one with the bootstrap, that's what I consider a variant. That's one that they do not advertise. They sell on the same card as the one right there on the left. So if your ass could get this one on the right, that is a win-win. You want to be a completionist? You need his ass with the bootstraps right there and the dull armor. And then right there on the back, you can clearly see how them bootstraps make a big difference. I wish I had more He-Man like that in the line. And then that armor, yup, Battle Armor He-Man ain't one of my favorites, but I'm glad I got the variant because that is a striking difference. They got cheap with that one, you know what I mean? Then they add a little bit more flair in that one. All you gotta do is go on eBay and you'll find them eventually. But up next, we got the Rattlers with the different neck. Look at this shit, folks. You can see that shit from here. The one neck is ribbed for her pleasure, while the other neck is baby butt smooth. No ribs, no nothing in that shit. You see that shit right there? That's crazy. I would have never guessed it until somebody point that shit out to me, which I'll get into a little bit later. That is an amazing difference. Oh my God. Why would they do that? I don't know, but it exists, and that's a variant, and that shit counts. Looking at the back right there, you can clearly see how the right stands out so much more than this baby butt smooth neck on the left-hand side. And to be honest with you, I don't know which one came out first. You know what I mean? All I know is I got both of them necks. I've got quite a few Rattlers in my day to make customs with, and I'm glad I got both of these variants. But I got another one for your ass. Up next, we got the Street Skeletor 2-pack Skeletor with the different faces. Look at this shit, folks. This one right here, you can see how it's just two-tone color, while that one is a blended in, going up into the face. Why they do some shit like that? That's just some Mattel shit right there. They just like to mess around, see if everybody's paying attention. Well, I ain't gonna lie, my ass wasn't paying attention, and I didn't realize I had both of these variants until I started looking at the box. And the other thing about these two, which sucks, is one of them don't know how to shut the fuck up. One of them's mouth doesn't stay closed. Watch this shit. His mouth is closed upside down. As soon as I flip his ass around, that bitch is still yapping. You see that shit? Well, that one, the first one that I got, his mouth stays closed. I prefer the first one better than this variant version, because I want to move that mouth up and down. But I got something else for your ass. Right here we got the 3 different Hordak figures with the 3 different faces. You see that shit, folks? Right here you got one with the bug out eyes, all nice and big, followed by one that's got some, you know what I'm saying, little beady eyes, and then that one that's got the bags under the eyes that are all red, you know what I mean? He does a lot of drugs. But right there you got 3 different versions of a Hordak face. Why? Why they gotta do this shit? I don't know, they just like mixing it up like I said. And that's a big mix-up right there. 3 different sets of eyes, plus one with bags under that bitch. That shit's crazy. And the one's got more gray in the face, while the other 2, they got the black in the face. I think it's pretty decent. I'm glad I got all 3 right here. It's something that you probably won't notice at first, but once you pay attention, that shit is crazy. Up next, we got the 4 different She-Ra figures. Now, they went extra crazy with this shit. I'm gonna have to break them all down in order. The first one, she got this pupil dilated type face going on with the eyeballs, no eyelashes, fat knees on her. That's the first version they came out with. Damn, them eyes look high. And then up next we got this version where they updated the face. They gave her ass eyelashes and shit. It looks good. The face looks damn good. But she still got them fat ass knees. Them old knees. That's the second variation they done came out with. Moving on to the next one. She still got that nice updated face with the nice eyelashes, all that stuff. But her ass got them new knees. She's been not skipping leg day. Them knees have been worked out. That's the 3rd different variation right there. And that's a nice change up. But then recently we got the fan favorite, She-Ra, who got the nice face, you know what I mean? She got the nice knees, but her ass got the gold armor, gold weapons. You see that shit right there? They really went all out with the fan favorite, and I'm glad that they mixed it up like this, giving us 4 different variants to mess around with She-Ra, and that's a lot for one figure to have. But I know some of y'all out there is gonna be like,
Mr. Home Arcade, what about the PowerCon exclusive She-Ra? The one that's got the Barbie doll-like hair? What about that one? Doesn't that count as an exclusive? I think it should, Mr. Home Arcade.
your ass is talking about this one right here? Yeah, I got that one too. But I'm not counting her ass as a variant. Because like I said, they released her ass on her own card. They advertised her ass, so she's different. Yeah, she's got the Barbie doll hair and all that shit. So if you want to say it's 5, but no, I say it's 4. But then come to find out, somebody had told me that there might be another variant out there that I haven't seen this bitch yet. But Motu Origins Cork on Instagram told me that they got a variation with the old face, but her ass got some new knees. Hey, I ain't seen that shit like I said, but if I do, I'ma grab her ass because I want all the variants. But as far as I'm concerned, I got 4 right here in front of you, but we got something else for you. Right here, folks, we got 3 different duplicos. This was first brought to my attention by Motu Origins Cork. He put the picture right there on his Instagram page where you got 3 different sets of eyebrows on these bitches. Look at this shit. One got the blonde eyebrows, stands out. I like that one a lot. But then this one, he's got light brown eyebrows. You know what I'm saying? Take a good look at that shit. And then this one, he's got some dark brownish red eyebrows on his ass. God damn. That shit is crazy. Now, I got all 3 of these different ones on US cards. I don't think that the card of it, whether it doesn't make a difference or not. But there's a big difference right here. I know it might be hard to see for some, but trust me, that is a big difference. And now Duplico's ass is rare already. But with having 3 different variants, that shit is special. Right here, I put all 3 of their heads next to each other. And you can clearly see the difference. You got blonde, you got light brown, and you got that dark brownish red right there on the end. Looks like they probably just dyed them eyebrows and eyes twice. You know what I mean? Hit it up. Made a difference. Mattel don't advertise the shit, but it's right there in front of your ass. That shit is crazy. We got 1 more, folks. This is the most rarest variant out there. We got the light skin mixed family clamp champ right here for your ass. He's got a different color skin. This one right here, Mattel wanted this shit to get thrown out in the trash, and they threw that shit out. But there was some people that went to the dumpster and they took that shit out, and that's how he exists. They wasn't wanting this shit to go to the store because somebody fucked up. Somebody probably lost their job for this shit. But hey, I ain't mad because I got this different variant. Sorry for their ass, but lucky for me. And this shit ain't cheap. Right here in the wild, on package, on card, which the card's gonna be fucked up looking. It's gonna be shit, $500-$600 loose. You might be able to find his ass $300, you know what I'm saying? Around that price. I love this difference. This is amazing. This right here, this is what, you know what I'm saying, a friend of mine brought to my attention, and I needed to get this variant. And then I went down the rabbit hole and started getting more. But this one right here, this is the creme de la creme of a Motu collection. If you got his ass, then your ass is doing something, and you are a diehard fan. Right there, folks, all the different variants in the Motu Origins line. And all of them, Mattel don't say shit about. Whether it's a different neck, different boots or armor, different color face in the eyes, whatever. Different color body, or just changing them up all around different armor. It don't matter. Sometimes it just be different knees, or a whole different mix up in the color of the body. All that shit is impressive. And right here, I consider myself a true completionist for having all this shit, but I wasn't into this shit. I gotta give a special shout out to a good friend of the channel, Joe L. Andrews. That is the variant master. I give him all his credit. He put me on to this shit. He took me down this rabbit hole, and I'm so glad that I went down it. I do not regret buying any of these figures. So now y'all know what to find in each one. Other than that, folks, I got some more videos coming. Thanks for watching, folks. And if you like what you saw, do my ass a favor and drop me a like. Subscribe to the channel while you're at it. It ain't gonna hurt you, is it? Come on now. Go ahead and hit the button. I know you have to hit the button. Hit that goddamn button, drop a like. All right, I'm out of here.